Hello, hello! By the way, I've got Pocahontas playing in the background because I just like to listen to anything while filming. So this bit was recorded on December of 2022, and I've got these two models. This is Holly. She's been modeling for a long while, and that's Holly's mother. And this is what my kit looks like today. This is the photographer's DIY studio. We have the space that we needed for an indoor shoot. A long while ago, I had this red theme look done on Holly. It was a collaboration for a magazine submission, and that's what I like to do in this video, to film the process again, but on myself. I may be missing or misplacing some steps, as I don't remember much of what I did then. I was so focused on the task that I forgot to film the process.
And also, it's me on the front page, and they added me as a unique artist. Yay!
But I am yet to get a copy of this.
Where's that blasted Smith when I need him?
I prep my skin depending on what it's like on certain days, and I just go forward with a primer on camera. So I should probably talk a little bit about the photoshoot collab. Prior to any photo shoots, either me or the photographer or another creative person would initiate a plan, or a mood board, or a theme, and everything else. Everybody else can pitch in as well. But I initiated this collab because I wanted to work on my artist portfolio. And so does the photographer. For this, I really wanted to do something loud and contrasting, so I thought of red. Red, black, and white, and we mix it up a bit. Thankfully, the photographer was easy to communicate with. He provided the rest of the props and backdrops that suit the vision we were aiming for. We always had a good workflow together, and we always make sure that the models are at ease and comfortable as well. The DIY studio, as I said before, was inside his home, by the way. And about the models, I had to reach out to as many as I possibly can. Thankfully, Holly and the other model agreed to come on such a short notice, as I was in a time crunch. And as you saw in the beginning, laid out on the table was my kit. I always mix and match my kit according to what we're doing on that day. May it be high fashion, editorial, avant-garde, simple, clean, or special effects, and whatnot. And in case you're wondering, no, this is not a paid project, because it's time for print and it's for our portfolio as well. We collectively put in our time and effort and tried to meet each other's free schedule. It was almost a whole day of process from start to finish, but I am just so happy with the result. Although I did held back a little bit because I was slightly conscious of the mom. Not like she was interrupting whatever we're doing. I was just hyper aware of other people around me, which I shouldn't be in this line of work, I know. But because of the time, she couldn't stop making confused faces, perhaps wondering where I'm going with this red shade. And how is this supposedly going to turn out? But she was a lovely mom, very supportive of her daughter during the whole process. The entirety of the makeup and accessorizing was about 2.5 hours, and the shoot was about the same. And it was simultaneously, while the photographer was doing his thing with Holly, I went ahead with the other model. It was about the same as well, 2.5 hours. She was just as stunning as well, but sadly I don't have the photo or the video now, because after I posted that on Instagram Reel, I deleted the photos. I should have kept it in my hard drive. It just did not occur to me during that time. We filmed this 3 days before Christmas because we just wanted to include this content that we could post on social media before the holidays, before the busy season, you know. We just wanted to get something out. I basically have a lot of collaboration stories or collaboration horrors that I can share it here because I've been doing this for almost 2 years, a little bit over 2 years, I suppose. And it was during the time of COVID, so everything was a bit difficult. But we tried to make it work. It was slightly after the lockdown, before the surge of cases again. So we were able to do this before the next lockdown. Like, I don't remember how many lockdowns we had, because here in Melbourne we had too many lockdowns. So We were a bit frustrated as well. We wanted to get on with so many collaborations, but we were not able to, and we jumped at the first sight of opportunity. I remember in one instance that I was on my way to the same photographer's house for a collaboration photo shoot, but it was a different model, it was a different theme, and I was carrying my stuff. It was an old trolley case. It was a kind of a stacking case. The hinges on the top were a bit weak already, so I was really concerned at that time. But because I wasn't getting paid, we weren't getting paid for this. I was on a tight budget. I wasn't able to replace the kit until November last year. I was also working in healthcare agency, so I was able to fund a little bit of my kit and the other expenses, but we had to sacrifice a little bit. This isn't paid, so we had to make do with what we have. I was riding the train to the photographer's house. He was going to pick me up with his car from the train station to his home. And my kit is heavy, by the way. My kit is really heavy. Well, not that it's extremely heavy that I can't carry it. I've got everything that I needed for the hair products, and my kit has a lot of various stuff in it. But collectively, they were a bit too heavy sometimes for me to carry. So I was at one point of the train station. As I was going down the platform, the escalator was not working, the lift was not working, and there's only stairs. There's 2 flights of stairs going down to the platform. Oh my god, I didn't have any choice, but I had to carry that trolley with me, of course. So while I had to support the top and the back part of the trolley, and in the middle of walking through the step, the handle broke and almost everything was spilling out. My kit was literally rolling down the stairs by itself. It was only the hair products that fell out of the trolley. Thankfully, none of my makeup kit, none of the mirror, none of the products were damaged. It was just the hair products, and the heating devices used for the hair were the only ones that's spilling out of the trolley, but thankfully there were not a lot of people to see that embarrassment. I think people from the other platform can see that. I was so freaking embarrassed. I was just standing there in the middle of the stairs, just waiting for that to keep rolling down, to just watching my kit rolling down from the stairs up to the very bottom. I just waited until it's done, because I can't be chasing it down there. I just let that reality sink in. This is one of the misfortunes, but there's also a lot of good things that happened.
I was mumbling so much, I forgot what I'm doing here.
So I needed to clean up any boo-boos here, and I softened the edges with an old sponge applicator. And like I normally do, I apply a bit of the Illamasqua highlighter or the Cupid's bow for a little bit of
Va-va-voom.
And I'm done.
I don't usually do my nails, and I like to leave it as it is. Sometimes I use press-on nails, but not today, I suppose. Final checks. If I was super anything, I would prefer to be a super villain. Okay, so that wraps up everything, guys. I was trying to see if I could look at you behind the camera, through the mirror. I'm trying to find you. I'm trying to look at you. Bye!